Hot night. Hot night. Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Hello. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I'm your host. I am the famous cartoonist. My name is Art Baltazar, and I am back. I'm here for action, for suspense, for magnificent mystery, and things I can talk about and not talk about. That's right, folks. I am back from San Diego Con. I want to wish everybody, Deep Brad says it, time to get our swig on. Swig, Deep Brad. I have several beverages here to celebrate the return of the famous cartoonist. That's what's happening, man. What is happening? What you guys saying? And Art said, let there be things said and drawn and possibly revealed. And it was good. There's a possibility of a revelation, but I did not unpack my bags yet. I came home from San Diego around midnight, Monday night, and then we had to go to the hospital. My wife wasn't feeling good, but she's okay now. And we got cleared. Turned out she had pains. Things going on in her head, chest. Turns out she had stomach flu, so she's okay. But when you go to the hospital, they do a test and make you wait. Then they do a test and make you wait. So each test, they do a test, and there's 2 hours later the results, and it comes back negative. Then they have to do another test, and 2 hours later that comes back negative. Then 2 hours later it comes back negative. So we were there. We got released about 10 a.m. So I woke up in California around 9 or so, got on a plane, flew all the way back to Chicago, waited till midnight. My wife picked me up, went to the hospital, came back home we got released at 10. We were starving. We went for breakfast. Then I came home. And I finally went to sleep around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So my return home from San Diego, I was awake for about 32 hours. And that's not something I like to do, but that's something I'm used to doing. I do that quite often, and I don't enjoy it, but it must be done. So everything's good. Everyone's fine. Life is good. The stomach flu explained a lot. That's all I will tell you now. Nothing secret, just we're all cool. We're all cool here. Fine here. How are you? This is this guy. So I had a beef stick, the skinnier cousin of the hot link. Ooh, that would be good. It's very good. Hot link is kind of awesome. I can't wait to try some more hot links. But today's the first day back for me back to reality, and it's already, what is it, Thursday? Friday? Tuesday. Tuesday? Yesterday I spent sleeping. Or is today Tuesday? I don't even know. I really don't know. Let me see. I'm looking at my clock. It's Wednesday right now. It's Wednesday. Okay, my guy. Cool. My guy says good. I got to respond to this text. Saying cool. Bravo. I am live playing your music right now. Texting live too. This may be the first time anyone ever texted live. I told them to try. Yep. They're real cool. All right, we should be good. We're back in business. So everything's cool at the Balthazar, in the Balthazar Castle. See, most people say manor or mansion. I say castle. The Balthazar Castle is happening. I'm back. San Diego was amazing. And Brian Lynch says, what's happening, Art? I'm going to tell you a lot of things. I'm going to tell you more things than you know, but I'm going to be very obscure because I'm working on things right now with people that I'm going to keep secret, but lots of creator-owned stuff. Just about, you know what? Just about everything I'm working on right now is creator-owned things. It's publishers publishing my creator-owned things. It's me pitching things that are creator-owned. Creator-owned, created, creator shared, creator. The keyword there is creator. I'm working on 1 or 2 licensed things that I got the gigs in San Diego. I still got to try out for them pretty much, but most of the answers I've been given were, let me know what you want to do. So I'm like, yes. Oh my God. The fist pumps took the place of crying in my world. And I told people, like, when you see me fist pump, you just go, yes. That's my interpretation of shedding a tear. Like, yes. So it's the same energy, but instead of letting it out in your face, you let it out like that. And so I had a meeting over there in San Diego that was only supposed to be casual. You know, I don't know if it was supposed to be casual. I got invited, and we had breakfast. And it was like baby Jesus been praying to me or been listening to me for 30 years and says, okay, show up here at this time. And all the things you've been praying for will be discussed at this meeting. So my meeting was at like 9:30 and it ended at like 12:15. It was the most amazing time I had in San Diego. It's like pinnacle. That's what people say was the pinnacle. And this meeting was so cool. I can't tell you what it was. I'm not going to. But hopefully by this time next year, you will say, oh, that's what he's been talking about. So I got so much weird things, so much cool things, so many things happening that, man, it's like if 12-year-old Artie or 16-year-old Artie, whatever, you said, hey, you're going to do this in about 40 years, I wouldn't believe you. Well, I would believe you because I'd say, yeah, because that's what I want to do. But things are happier that things are happening that is it's unreal. Things are coming true. I'm going to show you a story that I wrote for a job I'm trying to get. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you the thumbnails. Look at. I don't know if you saw any of that, but I just showed you an 8-page story. Something very secret that I wasn't even supposed to show. So it's real cool, man. I wrote like I always fly home from San Diego the day after the show so I can chill, so I can wake up late and I can get to the airport, get a cup of coffee, find a big chair, sit in the airport, and then I like to write. And I usually write down all the notes that happen at San Diego. As the days going in San Diego, I'll write notes. I'll put who I talk to, and I'll write notes on their cards. But usually I write everything in my sketchbook because the sketchbook is the one thing I carry around all the time. And everything that I live for is in that sketchbook. It's in this thing right here, the sketchbook. This book is the most important thing to me. Somebody could steal my phone, and that's replaceable. Somebody could wreck my car. But this sketchbook, if this thing goes missing, I don't know what to do for the whole year because everything I have in here is things I'm working on for the next, it's the future. So I write down everything in my sketchbook and write in my notes. So when I get to the airport, I'm able to sit there and jot. I drew and jot my ideas. I write them down. I sort things out. And I have a publisher who has this thing that he was asking me if I was interested in drawing. And I said, sure, what do you need? He said, I need maybe a pinup. And while he was talking to me, I said, how about a short story? And he goes, well, we could do an 8-pager. I'm like, okay. I ended up writing a 30-page book. I wrote an 8-pager. Then I wrote another 8-pager. Then I wrote a 13-pager. Then I wrote, so I counted all the pages and I got like 30 pages. So I don't know what to do, if I should sketch all that out. But it's kind of cool. Like I ended up writing stories. I wrote a lot of Yogg's tales. And I'm going to draw in a few minutes. I'm going to draw the pages from Yogg's, which is my original Crybaby story being published by Paper Cuts. Paper Cuts is going to publish a 4-volume, 80-page books of Yogg's. First one's called Yogg's The Kenobi Tales. I'm going to show you that cover in a little bit. But I started writing the covers. I'll probably draw the covers. I've been hearing from editors. I've been hearing from people I've never heard from before. I met with people that I've never met with before. And I met people who are out of my range. I'm out in this comic book environment, and I'm meeting people who are looking into the comic book environment, where I'm meeting people where comic book environments usually go. You know what I mean? Like they start here and they branch out. So all of these things that's happening like that, it's overwhelming. It's awesome. I can't tell you anything about what the details are, but I can only tell you how I'm feeling and what's happening, man. So I hope that answers something. This famous cartoonist strikes again. Dr. Ben is here. You're awesome, Dr. Ben. Random question of the day. We often hear about your love of Harold's, but what swig does the famous cartoonist consume with Harold's? Ooh, that's a good question. Usually if you want Harold's, you want something smooth and cold. I just go straight Diet Pepsi. That's my cola. That's what's in here. Diet Pepsi. There may or may not be something else in here, and there probably is. My bet is there's more than this. I'm a swig. Swig. Now it's time to swig. So good. You can hear the ice. Listen. Yeah. Diet Pepsi is my drink of choice, my beverage. But if I drink a beer, I'm into Dos Equis lately. I really like Dos Equis with lime. I'm a really light beer drinker because I like the taste. I don't want it to mess with me, so I like the taste. I drink it for taste. But Diet Pepsi is what I like, and with Harold's, that's what I drink. Usually at the end of the night, I'll drink a big glass of milk, or in the morning. Or in the morning, I have coffee. So those are the things I drink. Make sure I drink water throughout the day. But that's what I drink. But with Harold's, I like soda because it washes it down, and it's I miss Harold's. I haven't had Harold's in a while. Last few times I went, it was too late. They were closed, and they sent me on my way. So I will be getting Harold's soon. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. Franco's here. Long time no see, sir. Yagams, Franco knows everything I'm talking about and not talking about. Pretty much. Super Size here. I'm excited to read Saved by the Bell Rev and the Tiny Titans Back. Yeah, man, that comes out, I think, in September. I think Saved by the Bell Reeve or Rev. Bell Reeve. I'm going to go Bell Reeve. That comes out in September. Right in school time. That will be the next appearance of my artwork in a DC comic book. There's another book coming out in 2024 that DC Comics did not reveal, so I am not allowed to reveal as of yet. But once they reveal, I'm going to talk all about it. And I know there's a big movie coming out this weekend called The Super Pets, and I'm looking forward to seeing it, seeing what happens, see what it's like. And I got a bunch of interviews lined up. I had one lined up yesterday, but I had to cancel because I was not awake. I was sleeping. I had to lay down. And I have another interview lined up after I see the movie, and this one too. So I'm going to be interviewing with Supergirl Radio and my friend David Fowley, who's a movie critic. Those are the two podcasts. I don't know if they're going to be live or recorded. But yeah, man, I got a lot lined up. And this is the first thing I say. I got to tell you guys things when it's fresh. The excitement is here. Oh, yeah, this guy. Oh, yeah, Facebook user. Oh, yeah, I like Pink very much, Lois. It's like, Super Size, if you weren't here, the new Super Pets movie would not be out. Right. The Super Pets movie is the result of the Super Pet books being so successful. I truly believe that. I was told that at a breakfast, and that's the reason why I was at breakfast. That's what this man told me. That's the reason why we're here talking. That's what he said a lot. Oh, so cool, man. It was so cool. It was so cool. So good. I wish I could say, but I can't. Let's swig something good. And as you can see, I have a Modelo. It's afternoon. I didn't even eat yet today. What did I have? I ate something. I don't even remember. I had a bowl of Apple Jacks. I don't know. I was helping my kids today. I'm so proud of my boy. He had to mail a package before he had to go to work. I helped him address it. I showed him, here's how I mail packages to my people, to my peeps, to my G's, to my comic book fans. We helped him mail a package. I helped him write out it was cool. He put the address on there. He had to return some college books. And then he took off on his bike. I watched him like, oh, there he goes. There he goes off in the sunset. And I watched him until he turned the corner. I closed the garage door and came back in and said, I'm going to go live. Put the suit on, you know. And my son, he said, Dad, wear the socks hat. You don't wear that one that much. Put that on. Everyone needs to see your socks hat. I said, okay. But he went. He's going to go work. Today's his last day of work until we take a vacation. We're going on vacation next Friday. We're going to go see alpacas. We're going to see some alpacas on Friday. I'm going to try not to touch them because I've heard they spit or they hoof you. Maybe they hoof you. But I'm going to see some alpacas. But I was so proud of him. He's going to go work today. It's his last day. So he went to mail a package and he went to work. So that's really cool. And I had to do that, man. We all have to do that. And we have to be responsible for our own things. And I couldn't go take him today, but I said, you got to go do this. I got things to do. But it's cool. It's just so cool, man. Everything is just cool right now. And it's just kind of awesome. Like, man, I'm going to draw some Yogs today. So that's the one secret thing I could talk about. But there's more Yog stuff. There's more secret Yog stuff that I've overheard over the weekend that I found out some new secret stuff that I cannot tell you yet till probably the middle of August or maybe this week. I don't know when they're going to announce these things. But, like, it's so weird being the cool guy I am, you know, famous cartoonist, working in industry. And I was told by a very, very famous person, the longer you do this, the easier things get. Which doesn't mean it's really easy right now. But the longer you do this, the more people know you, the more people I walk in a room, introduce myself, people already know me. And also what I've been finding out is a lot of people who work in different things. They work in comics, movies, toys. They tell me stuff. So I got all this information in my head that I can't tell you. But I have some major news in my head that I can't tell you till they say it. So they said maybe the end of the month, first week of August or so, you'll find out more about Yogs. So that's gonna be kind of cool. All the way from Japan, Mickey is here. Welcome, Mickey. I just got your order today. I'm gonna print it out and send you things in the mail. Sending things to Japan at least once a month. Dr. Ben says, once you go alpaca, you never go back up. I hear you, man. I might just alpaca myself a sandwich, you know. When I saw alpacas, I was warned. not to touch them. I'm not touching them. I just know I'm not going to touch them. There's no way I'm going to touch them. I don't like touching animals as it is. I respect the animals, but as long as I don't have to touch them, that's better. It's like we're at the zoo and you can touch the elephant. I don't want to. I touched an elephant once and I'm good. I know what they feel like. And even we were talking about animals yesterday, and the kids were saying, Mom, do you know Dad's favorite animal is a shark? Which is true. I love sharks and polar bears. Those are my two favorite. And they were asking me, what do you like about them? I said, I just like them. They're cool. They like nothing bothers them. They float around, or they're prehistoric. Everything about them. And my daughter asked, you ever want to touch a shark? I said, nope. I never want to touch a shark. I'll look at it, but I don't I don't want to touch it. I don't want to be near it. That's how I know I'll never get eaten by a shark, because I'm not going to go to where the sharks are. But I will look at the shark. I will study the shark. That's about it. Furry's here. My friend Fernando, my best friend from 5th grade, from 3rd grade. He is here. Artist jamming the house music in the background. Nice. Yeah, man. This music is my son, Gordon. It's my son's music. He has a SoundCloud. There's a link in here if you want to listen to all his music. He has like 60 songs. He's making a new album. I think he has 3 or 4 albums. He's working on a new album. And I love it, because every time I get copyright struck for the music, I explain who made the music. It's here. My son said, here, Dad, I made music. Can you play it on your show? And I said, yes. And he said, yeah, play it all. And my son signed up for a distributor, and he gets his music distributed to Spotify and SoundCloud and all these things. So now that his songs are distributed, and he could make money, like makes 5 cents a download or whatever, that's when I get struck, when I stop talking and you hear me. When you hear the music in the background, hopefully the music's not too loud. Just wait for you guys. That was beautiful. And Furry is awesome. He's one of my best friends ever in the world. Fernando Garza, everybody. The famous DJ of Chicago. DJ Nando, they call him. Adam Olanta, Mule Guy. Yo, congrats, cool guy. Thanks, man. Because you go to San Diego because it's San Diego Con. But you don't go to San Diego. You go for all the stuff. Selling books is not the main thing. Of course, I want to sell the books. And I brought 15 copies of each book I have. And the table is loaded with my own creations. And I made, at C2E2, you're going to see 10 new books that come from me, like just my own books, brand new 10 books. And I brought all those to San Diego, and several of them sold out. I went home with like 3 copies of some, 1 copy of others, but I was very happy to see the response, because we were gone from shows. So San Diego, last time I went was 2019. So I was really happy to see the response. People came back, people remembered. And when they saw our table, even Franco had Peach and Island of Monsters. He had the Owl book, and he had several other things. He has a new vampire book. So we had a table full of new stuff. And normally we have everything as me and Franco, like Tiny Titans and comics and Superman stuff and stuff like that. But we've been working so much in this last 3 years that everything at our table was brand new. So people really got to look and see a table full of all brand new stuff they never seen before. They're like, what's this? What's this? What's this? And C2E2 is going to be crazy wild, man. Hey, it's going to be wild, man, because I live in Chicago. The C2E2 is in Chicago, which means I can load up my van with stuff, and C2E2 allows you to drive your car, drive your van into the building. So I can unload a van full of stuff and just put it at my table. Whereas I go to San Diego and I can only bring what fits in my bag. So when I go to C2E2 in Chicago, McCormick Place, August 6th, I could unload my truck or van, my minivan. It's not a truck, Dad, it's a minivan. So I can unload my minivan, but it fits a lot of stuff. So C2E2 is always my best show. It's my favorite show. And the fans come out, man. And the fans this year are going to be in for a treat, because everything on our table, both of us, And Franco's shipping stuff to me. So everything on our table is going to be brand new. It's going to be like you're walking into a Target that just got all the new Star Wars guys. That's what's going to feel like, but better, because it's us, famous cartoonist style. But man, I'm excited for this next show, and I'm kind of excited to look at an alpaca. I'm going to pretend it's a shark. See what happens. Stoked for good news, man. Baby Jesus heard you. He did, man. He's been hearing me. He's been listening for a while. Baby G's been listening for a long time. I've been praying to him. One time when I got my Super Pet deal, way back 2010, that the editor told me, we accepted your pitch for Super Pets books. We're going to do 24 books. And I asked him, I said, was there ever a little baby, like with wings maybe, a little diaper knocking on your window while you were in your office? He says, no. And I said, oh, okay. Because I've been praying to baby Jesus this whole time. I thought maybe he'd be knocking on your window and telling you, hey, call this kid, call this guy. And he goes, no, nothing like that. You did it. Like, okay, thanks. That's one of the first things I asked him. And I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, man. That's all about, man. Hope, dreams. Good to see you, my man. My man, Troy. Everybody gets a clap. Troy's also seen. Just grab some medium grit sandpaper. That's what a shark feels like. Really? Are they rough? I always thought a shark would be smooth and like smooth, like unless you go backwards, maybe. I don't ever want to touch a shark. I'm curious what they feel like, but I'll leave it alone, because I heard that if you touch it, the oils from people's fingers can hurt it. That's what I've heard, because it gets absorbed, and they don't like that. It's kind of like a little infection. That's what I heard. Swig for sharks. If you happen to pick up Gilbert #4, book for Gilbert, which is on my website, I only have about 6 copies. But if you buy it, there's a shark in there that's the bad guy. I forget what his name is now. And what's his name? I forget his name. I got to go back. It's Finnegan? Yeah, his name's Finnegan. You'll like it. Yeah. Fernando, love it. That's awesome. Yeah, man, Furry, you're awesome. It's good to see you here, man. I'm glad I caught you. Adam Walenta says, love everything you do. Thanks, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're trying, man. Yeah, man, I got a lot going on, man. A lot of stuff, a lot of notes, a lot of things. I have to transport the notes I have in here to I have a legal pad that I keep things on. That is, like, here's the stuff I got to do. This is all on here. All the stuff I got to do, I got to add stuff. But what I do over the months, so I put this list from February. You can't even see. That's how awesome it is. It's invisible. That list is from February. Then I turn the page over, and this list was from April. So today I have to start a new list and start crossing things out. And I just rewrite things because I write notes to myself and I cross things out as I go. That's the only way I know how to function. I don't do anything on the phone but look at stuff. People are writing to me right now. That's okay. It's Skokie Spidey's on there looking at me right now. It says, Artie rolls into C2E2 in his Baltica. That's right. That's right, man. That's how I got to do it. I roll in there. It's so awesome. I wish I could drive to every show and that could happen. Because last year I went to Baltimore and I brought a lot of stuff. That was a lot of fun. But I didn't have as much space as C2E2. Also, what I like about driving is I get to bring a lot of different hats and outfits. So when I was in San Diego, I could only bring what would fit in the bag. So I couldn't bring my jackets, and the vest. I brought shirts and ties, but I got to bring the flat caps so they don't get smashed. But at C2E2, I get to bring the fedoras. I get to bring any hat I want. I like to bring these socks hats, but I don't like to smash. I don't put them in a suitcase because they might get smashed. I don't want this to bend. I like them. They fit real good. So I bring the flat ones. I bring stuff like this. I have a flat cap right here. I'll bring like a hat like this that could get smashed. See, I can smash it, and it's not gonna get ruined in a suitcase. So that's usually what I do. Carlos Avila is here. Hello, Art. Will you be at C2E2? Yes, I will. I'm going to drive my van into that place, unload, and sell a lot of things, man. I'm going to change history. History will be changed at the end of C2E2. But right now, I'm Famous Cartoonist. Famous Cartoonist says things. Now is the time. It is the time you've been waiting for. You've all been waiting for this time. First, before we get to this time, though, it's time to swig. Swig with me. Now is the time on Famous Cartoonist Says Things, where we draw things. Let's do it. It's all true, man. It's all true. We are drawing now. Welcome back. Famous Cartoonist Draws Things. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit because I find myself shouting. This is a page. This is page 5 of Yog's The Krenobi Tales. Look at he's saying. The other guy is saying, "Look at your feeble efforts, hero. You are no match for us. We are quite repairable. Heel, heel, close, close, heel." He goes, "Oh, I see. This is not good." So there's Krabi Krenobi fighting the evil gelatinous forms. I'm going to draw some of this stuff. This is my first day back. And these guys are real, gelatinous-y. So I like that a lot. And there's so much, it's weird that, it's not weird, it's cool that when I draw my own characters, there's a whole bunch of lot less pressure. Does that make a lot of sense? There's a whole bunch of lot less pressure for things to look a certain way. And it's so freeing, man. I just love it. So right here, Krabi Krenobi just sliced all these guys up. But he just realized that all his efforts were for naught. They were for naught, I tell you. Efforts were for naught. My sleeve caught on my sleeve caught on. So I gotta roll up this sleeve. Look at right here. Roll it up. Sleeve caught onto the edge of my screen. I'm gonna move this over a little bit. I can move it either way. Should I go this way? Yeah, let's do that. Let's move it that way. Get it a little closer to Krabi Krenobi. Because these are the gelatinous forms. They are being mind controlled by the gelatinous cube. And I know I heard that once when I was younger. Didn't realize they were from D&D. Because I think in D&D they have the gelatinous cube, but I have the gelatinous cube. I never knew what it was. And I thought it sounded cool, and I thought, hey man, I could use that in my book. And I didn't know it was from D&D because when we went camping one time, we found some jelly mold that was doing some weird things. And I didn't know what it was. And we called it gelatinous. My friend Bob. We started calling things gelatinous, and I thought it was funny. So I call this guy the gelatinous cube, because he's a cue ball from pool, you know, like a pool cube. I'll show it to you on another page if I get to it. But right now, this guy is torturing our little hero. He's not torturing, he's not letting him do what he has intended to do. It's like, hey man, I'm not gonna let you cut up my guys. So it's kind of cool. It's like you don't kill anybody. Like cartoons, they always fight robots and they kill robots. But in my comic, they always kill like stuff that can't be killed. So nothing's weird. Nobody's getting killed. Nobody's getting edited out of a story. But it's cool. And I can't wait to get this thing done. I know my girl over there, my editor Stephanie's been saying, hey man, where's my stuff? And I'm like, it's coming, it's coming. It's like I promised her a lot of things. It's coming. I just got to get to it. I just got to get back. Because yesterday we had a 32-hour excursion that was not intended. But today, I'm back. I got to do a lot of stuff before we go see these alpacas. Otherwise, I'll be alpacking my own sandwich. Dad joke much? Someone said that to us this weekend. One of the waitresses. Dad joke much? Like, yeah, every day. Every day I dad joke. She didn't appreciate that, I don't think. It's all right, though. No one needs to appreciate the jokes. Just know the jokes exist. They exist. See what I can do here. How about like that? Like this. Man, I wish I was going to say something, but I don't want to because I will reveal. Well, upon research, you may figure out what I'm talking about. We went to a cool party. Just won't tell you the name of the party. Went to a cool party that blew my mind. Of course, everything blows my mind these days. Just so happy to be doing things. It's just cool, you know? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? You know what you mean, Baltazar? Where's my stuff? I know, speaking of stuff, I got stuff here. I got a few painting commissions I'm trying to get finished. And I'm very, very grateful that people understand that I got to get to it. I could be doing it now. They say, you should be doing it now, Baltazar. But I can't because people are waiting for this. People are waiting for this now. And if I don't do this, deadlines will be missed and books will get canceled. So I apologize for people waiting for paintings. I have like 3 paintings I have to finish, which I will get to them. And I'm going to have like a painting marathon. I don't know if it'll be live or I'll just be doing it because I have several sketches of paintings that I want to do. And I love where I can just paint, where it doesn't have to be Batman or something like that. Even though I don't mind Batman, I like Batman. But I love painting when I could just be freestyle, fine artist, cartoonist, you know. That's real fun to do. My hand is cramping, fellas. I need to stretch. This is the first drawing I've been. First time I draw on my computer since last week. So I feel it. I feel it. It's like a pitcher warming up his pitching arm. This is it. I went straight to it, right in. No warm-ups, just went for it. Let me see what you guys are saying. While I warm up this device. Sweet for you guys. D. Brad says, yeah, man, draw. Draw. What's up? Be chilling like a G. Snizzle, drizzle. Is that Joe over there? Skokie Joe. It's a good man. Love you, Joe. Love you, brother. See you soon. Never know when, but I will. Why is it called Yogs? Ooh, that's a good question. Yogs is the world they're on. It's the land of Yogs. And when I first wrote that, when I was a much younger man, I made a joke because there's a character called the Wizard. He's a wizard, but I don't want to just call him the Wizard. I call him the Wizard. So his name is Wheeze. They call him Wheeze. What's up, Wheeze? Because I also have a friend named the Weasel. You probably guys heard me talk about him. When I say Weasel, clap. It's one of my best friends. And like, a lot of times when you become my friend, like, become one of my best friends. Like, I'm the kind of guy who has friends and I care for them. Well, everybody does that. But Weasel I've known since I'm about 19 years old. Still know him. Still just saw him recently. So I have a character called the Wizard. And he's kind of based off a little bit his name off of the Weasel. So I thought it'd be funny to call him the Wizard of Yogs. You know, like Wizard of Yogs, Wizard of Oz. And that's kind of where the land is called Yogs. It's kind of the origin of the world. So they live on the land of Yogs, and they were there because they got called from Cray City by the Yogis to help save the land of Yogs from the evil guys, because the Yogis are like helpless flower guys. They're like They're not very tough. They're like flower guys. They're like, I like to create creatures that are not human. And these guys are more like flowers and humans mixed together. They're like plant people, but not like green. But I don't know. It's not like your typical plant person. They have green bodies and pink heads because their hair is like petals, and so it's just fun. It's just cool. So the land is Yogs, the land of Yogs. That's how it became that. And when I first thought about pitching this to Paper Cuts, I showed them the original stories, which are called the Crybaby Adventures. But all my time when I was drawing the Crybaby Adventures, everyone always would get the name wrong because it says Cray right on the cover, C-R-A-Y. But people would still say, oh, crazy babies? Oh, cry babies? I'm like, no, you're wrong on both things. They're not crazy babies. They are not cry babies. But then the other question I would get was, why are they babies? Are they infants? I'm like, no, they're not infants. It's kind of like when Elvis would say, what's happening, baby? Or like, yeah, baby. That's what it was like. And that at the time, when I was making that, that's kind of like what we always say, yeah, baby, let's go, baby. So it's not a baby, it's not an infant. So I didn't want that to happen again. So instead of renaming it something I wasn't sure about, I just call it Yogs. Because when I call it Yogs, Yogs means nothing but the title of the book. And my publisher also agreed. He said, yeah, once people find out what Yogs means by reading the book, then they'll be cool. Like, yeah. So that's why it's called Yogs. Hopefully that makes sense. Made sense for me. And then the editor said, well, nobody knows what Crybaby means, but yeah, they'll know what Yogs means, sure, because that's a word. But I thought that was pretty funny. I read press save. I have a lot of stuff open right now. So that's why it's called. That's the origins of the word Yogs. I created that when I was about 18 or 19 years old. Might have been 19. I was in college. And somebody came over to me. We were drawing in class. We were drawing with Craypa. Somebody said to me, hey, these are the Craypas. Where are the Craymas? So I said, maybe they're with the Crybabies. And that was it. They all laughed. And everyone in class started calling me Crybaby Art. They started calling me that. So that was my nickname in that class. Hey, Crybaby. I was like, hey, what's happening, man? So, but they said it properly. What's up, Crybaby? You know? And that's what happened. And so on our final project, I made this big painting, like found object painting, that I just glued all kinds of stuff together. And in the middle of it was a big Crybabies. And originally my Crybabies were like based off of Craypas, where they were like crayons. And they were all different colors. And they looked like crayons. And when I drew it, it got a big laugh. I got an A on the project. And the teacher said that was real cool to incorporate something that only us know. It was cool. It was a good time. And then after school was finished, and I went to get portfolio review, my portfolio reviews were all real bad. Everybody told me to go back to school. It's like all that stuff you guys probably heard me say a whole bunch of times doing all my interviews and things like that. And they said, you suck, Baltazar. Where's my stuff? No, they didn't even say that. I didn't have anyone to give stuff to. But they did say, you suck, Baltazar. Go back to school. Learn how to draw. You'll never make it in this industry. And I said, I got mad. They hurt my feelings, but I got mad. I had to call my mom, all that stuff. I got mad, and I'm like, well, what's that F word that rhymes with duck? I said that a lot. F those guys. And then I said, I'm just going to make my own stuff. I'll make my own stuff. I'll get my own table next year, and I'll print my own books. But that's not before. Bob Harris gave me a review, and he says, why are you trying to draw like everyone else? I said, because that's what the industry looks like. It's like McFarlane was drawing Spider-Man, and Jim Lee was drawing X-Men. He said, you're never going to be able to draw like those guys. I'm like, wow, that was an honest review. And he said, why don't you make your own damn comic? That's what he said. Make your own damn comic. the hell with these people. The hell with this guy. I'm like, you're right, dude. And so that was it. I made my own comic and I had to figure it out. And the idea I had was crybabies. Because I just got done drawing them in my class. And I thought, that's a pretty fun idea. And I didn't know what they did. I made up monsters called the gouache monsters, which were based off of gouache paint. So the crybabies were actually based off of art supplies. So I had the crybabies, the gouache monsters, and the gouache monsters rode around in like ink tanks. So they had tanks that were like inks where they would shoot ink at people, and it was real cool. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And that's how the crybabies were born. And so I figured out my first book, and I said, I'm just going to do that. And it's where we are now. I did like 10 of those books, or 8 or something like that. They ran their course. I moved, I met Franco, and we started making Wolf Boy comics, and that was it. I just finished, I think we did a Crybaby Weirdsville team up. And then after that, I finished up Crybabies with one more book called Yogs. And we started Wolf Boy, and that was it. Yeah, I like really felt that I had closure with the Crybabies. And then when Paper Cuts asked me after Gilbert, they said, "What else you got?" You never say nothing. No, I don't have anything else I'm done, because then they'll be done too. So I said, I got something I made in the 90s if you're interested in looking at it. And they said, yeah, we'll look at it. And so I showed it to them, and I didn't hear anything for a few months. I'm like, oh, I don't know if they liked it. You know, they're cool. I have a good relationship with Paper Cuts, so all I had to do was ask them. But I was kind of busy doing things. And then a month or two ago, I got an email from them saying, hey, man, we want your new cover for your book. We want to launch your new book in spring of 2023. Sweet. And the book was what I showed them, my Crybaby Adventures. They sent us the cover, and what you want to do? Send us the cover and a summary of the issue 1. So I read this email, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait a minute, what does this mean? So I read it to my kids. All my kids were home. Read it to my kids and said, I'm going to read you an email out loud, and you guys tell me what this means. So I read it, and they said, well, it sounds like they want your new book called Yogs for spring of 2023. They want your new cover. And then I freaked out. My daughter was playing piano. We all got up. We all started dancing in the living room. And then all of a sudden, I sat back at the kitchen table and started crying. And my daughter stopped playing piano, came over to me and said, Dad, I don't know what any of this means, but it looks very important to you. And then she hugged me, and I told them about my older son, Sonny. He knows all about Crybabies and Yogs because he knew about Yogs before he even met me. He's my stepson in reality, but we don't use the word step. So we're all family, you know. It's either your brother or your stepbrother. Nah, we're all brothers and sisters here. We're all moms and dads. So when I met him, he was 14, and he read my Crybaby books before I knew him. So when I met him, his mom, Rose, my wife now, said, hey, guess who I'm going on a date with? And he said, who? He said, that guy who draws your books. So he freaked out a little bit. And but little did I know, he was an expert, man. He had all my books. And somehow he got them. But I know how somehow, because I used to draw at the carnival, at the church carnival. I used to draw there. And that's how I learned I didn't like to do face painting on kids. So I didn't like to touch their faces. Just like I don't like to touch alpacas. I don't want to touch kids' faces either. They're just soft and squishy. Like I don't, unless it's my own kid. But I didn't enjoy that. So I would ask at the carnival, instead of me drawing on faces, can I draw sketches and stuff? And they said, yeah. And I said, can I bring my comic books to sell? And they're like, yeah. So I would bring my comics. So somewhere along the line, Rose got my comic books, either because she met me or because they were sold to her by my aunt or somebody who was at the church. But she got them from the church somehow. And Sonny got them. And so when I got this email from Paper Cuts telling me they want my new book, and I started crying, they're like, we don't know what this means. And then he said to the kids, this was Dad's first book he ever did. And I said, that's the Crybaby. And they're like, oh, the one you read. And they said, yeah, that's it. And they said, oh. So it was so funny because my kids went back and found all my old original Crybaby books. And Gordy read some. They read some. And then I remember Audrey saying, oh, I can't wait for the new one. I'll just read the new one, which I'm like, cool, because it's going to be way better than the old ones. So I took all my old stories and looked at them and outlined them. And, man, it's just going to be cool. It's so much fun to do. That's all the best of all of these old stories that I'm putting together. And anyone who went to college with me would know that this is all I used to do when I was at college. And oh, it's so cool. I just said college. And when I was at college, and this is all I used to do. So yeah, man, that's what the Crybabies is. I think you asked me just how I got the name Yogs. I think that was the question. That's the origin of the Crybabies. The origin of my relationship with Paper Cuts. Or no, it's a different origin. But this is cool. Look at that. Okay, let's see how it looks like without the inks, without the pencils. Oh, look at that. I'm going to put his mouth on there, I think. He needs something right here. So it's a dream come true. It's weird. I'm so glad stuff like this is happening. It doesn't seem real that I'm drawing Crybabies again. And I remember working in a warehouse, a bunch of guys, and a lot of times guys, like, I don't want to say no one has hopes and dreams. It's just everyone's hopes and dreams are different. Like maybe it's okay if you want to drive a taxi. That's what you want to do. That's cool. But I know that's not what I want to do. So I used to tell these guys in the warehouse, this is what I want to do, and they would laugh. It was cool. Everybody supported each other, but it didn't seem real. It's like I'm never going to be able to stay home all day and draw Crybabies. And I recently talked to my friend Kevin, who worked there, and he's, to me, in my head, he's one of my best friends I've ever met. And he said the same thing. Man, you finally get to stay home and draw Crybabies now. Like, yeah, man, I would call in sick so I could draw Crybabies. That's probably why I didn't last there. I lasted there 3 years until they told me to don't come back. Nah, you can stay home now. Like, all right, sorry about that. Thank you for the opportunity to earn $6 an hour. Thank you. And then it just, you know, it ran its course, as they say in the biz. That job ran its course. But that was one of the things you got to do. It's one of the things you got to do. But every time something ends, I always look at it as an opportunity for something else to start. You know, but the Crybabies were so near and dear to me that I would make comic books at the warehouse. I would draw stuff at the warehouse every day on this paper. I would find paper because it was a Discover Card warehouse. So if you ever got Discover Card stuff in the mail, like junk mail, I probably sent it to you. So that was pretty cool. So I liked that. I liked the job because it was easy. I had good friends, but it wasn't what I wanted to do, of course. And now I wish some of those guys could see. I wish some of those guys could see, hey, man, I'm doing this now, you know. I told my friend Kevin McCoy, I told him about it. I wrote to him on Super Bowl. No, that was before I don't think he knows about Crybabies. I got to let him know. don't know if he knows. I know I talked to him recently. It was on Super Bowl because Snoop was playing. Snoop Dogg was playing. And I didn't know who Snoop Dogg was. And he introduced me to Snoop. And now I'm a fan of Snoop and Dr. Dre. I like those guys because of Kevin. So it was, I had to email him. I had to text him. I still had his phone number for 30 years later. He's still on my phone. So all everything I'm telling you is real. I never have to make stuff up ever. It's real. For reals. So that's why I got to text him again. I'm going to send him the cover. I'm going to text him the cover of Crybaby #1. And maybe like in this book, I should put the original covers in there. That might be cool. That might be cool, right? Put the original covers of the books in there. Maybe a pinup section. Maybe the pinup section, but not the stories. Because the stories of Crybabies, the first 3 books, they're near and dear to me, but I know they could be a hard read if you want to get in and say, wow, I can't wait to read the next Balthazar book, and you read this and you're like, oh my God. The first 3 books is what I learned how to make comic books and storytelling. But people bought them. People wanted the next one, so I sold them. They were distributed through 9 distributors, and there's 3,000 of them out there. They're out there floating around. They're on eBay right now. If you want to read the very originals, they're out there. They were on Comixology, so if you still have that app through Amazon, they're still out there. But I'll probably never reprint those because they were a little bit silly, unless I reprint them in small bunches. But I'm proud of them, but I don't know if they would get the seal of approval, and they won't be what you expect based on how I write things now. But you could tell, like, when I made those books, the popular things were like Wayne's World and Jerky Boys, stuff like that was popular. And I was watching Batman, Tim Burton Batman in the movies. All that stuff was happening. It was 1992, 93, 94, all the way to like probably 98. It was cool. And I had a Captain Camel and Space Chicken spinoff. I had a Giro Man spinoff, which I'm bringing back. I'm bringing back Captain Camel in the Cosmic Action Cat book. And I'm bringing back Giro Man on his own. He's getting his own title. And a lot of my books now, I'm just going right to print. I'm printing my own. I'm making them for shows. That's why when you see me at a convention, all my stuff's new on my table because I make it myself now. I have several things with my book agent and Hollywood people, but not everything, man. I gotta be allowed to make my own stuff or I'll go crazy. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. It's nuts. I just went on a rant because he asked me, where did the word Yogs come from? Sweet. That mug is finished. I got more. Don't worry. I got more, man. Mormon? No, more, man. More, comma, man. Hey, man. I'm going to see what your comments are saying because you guys are saying a lot of things. I still have a lot of people watching, which is cool. I did that midnight stream a few weeks ago because I had things to do. I don't know if I had things to do or things to say, but I went on. Proud of the stream, even though I was real tired. Well, I got a little story, which is kind of fun. First, I want to see your stuff. That remind me of a story. It involves drugs. You guys will like it. Prescription, but they're still drugs. Still drugs. Okay. I like to make these words look real nice. See, I don't know what to do today. Should I order chicken? Should I go to Harold's? Should I go to Harold's? The answer should always be yes. That requires me driving. Going and waiting. And that requires me waiting because Harold's, man, they've been, it's been rough. And I see all the time that they're hiring, which is probably why it takes so long. Like Harold's is a rough place if you want to go there and get your chicken and go home because you've got to invest some time. It's good if you're going to go there and eat there. It would be better if they serve drinks like beverage, like alcoholic beers or something. I don't know if you want to drink a beer with Harold's. It's not how I usually like it. I like it Pulling Chris something with ice. Look at that. Does it look like he's healing? Because he just got sliced. See, this guy got sliced and he's healed. Bink. He's all good. I'm gonna draw Cravey right here. Man, but this story's cool. I wrote a lot of book 2 on the plane. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me see, man. Let me see. So why is it called Yogs? That's what I wrote. Yeah. That was that answer, man. Said at first I thought the gelatinous form was Hot Link. He could be, man. He's pink. I should probably show you some finished swag. I should probably show you some finished art from it. I had the first 3 pages ready to go, but I'm working and drawing various stages. Yes, I knew Scotty would know this. The gelatinous cube debuted in the Greyhawk supplement for D&D 1975. Yes. My friend who told me this was a D&D player, and he said gelatinous cube, and I thought he said cube, like a pool cue. So my guy he's a cue. He has a cue ball. He has a cue ball for a head. I think I have that page here. There's a cue ball for a head. Let me see. Maybe it's not here. No, I do not have it open. But he has a cue ball for a head. Is this him? No. No, I don't have it yet. But he's slimy and gelatinous, and he has a cue ball for a head, and he's telepathic. He can mind control you and stuff like that. So it's real cool. It's hard to defeat him because he's always thinking. You have to sever his train of thought. And the only way to do that is with sparkles. Like Sparkler, a Sparkler will mess him up, and he'll lose control of these forms. But you need to keep the sparkle going. Or it could be like little snaps, like that. That'll mess him up. You'll be able to get away. He'll drop you, and then you can get out of there, man. So will the people still be cray babies, or do they have a new name? No, they're still crays. The species of the people are cray, but they are not babies, not cray baby. They're just cray. They're a cray species. They're a species of cray. So they're like my humans in my world, cray. How many of those cray baby figures did you make back in the day? Do you have a cray army? Man, I made 330 homemade, handmade cray baby action figures for Diamond Catalog. I used to make it for shows, and then I decided, and somebody actually from Diamond came up to me at my table, and my figures were featured in Tomart's Figure magazine. I think they were featured in Toy Fair. There was 3 magazines at the time. They were featured in all 3. Tomart's, Action Figure Digest. They were featured in all these magazines. They took a shot, and a lot of the guys would buy them from me from the shows and take a picture. And then they were distributed to Diamond, and I had to make 330 handmade Cray Baby action figures. And man, I made a lot of money for doing that because the price I was selling them for was like $20 or $15 a figure. I think it was $15. And at the time, Diamond paid me half. So I was making like $750 figure times 300. That was pretty good. So when I did that, I was like, man, that was awesome. And then they asked me if I wanted to do another one, and I was so burnt out, hurting. And I was like, I can't, because I had to find a guy who could make the packaging, and that was hard because I had to go to Home Depot and just buy stuff that I could open up and save the packages, the plastic packaging. And so what I found was those plugs that you put in the outlet covers to protect them from babies. I found those plastic plugs. So I found something that was like 49 cents. So I bought everything in the store. So I bought 300 packages. So I had to buy everything was manufactured, and it was rough. So I said, I can't do that again. It was a lot of work. And it got my book, though. It got them to carry my book. It was pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of, what do you call it? Grassroots kind of thinking back when you make your own stuff, man. That was cool. Matt Fife is here. There is nothing like creating comics while listening to Art talk about creating comics while creating comics. You are such an inspiration, sir. Thank you, Mr. Matt Fife. This is all I do, man. This is all I do all day. I'm a big fan of making things, and I love making. I love it when you can make your own. And I realize that sometimes you have to make comics for others to pay your bills, which is cool because when you get to draw characters you love anyway, that I grew up playing with the action figures. That's so it's fun, man. Like I played with all my Migos, and now I get to work on some of those characters, and I play with all my superpowers, and then I get to play with those characters and Secret Wars characters. I haven't worked on any Secret Wars stuff yet. There was a dramatic pause there, Baltazar. No, I'm not doing anything for Marvel. Not yet anyway. Something will happen. You never know. Kevin Kleinhans, yes. Missed the notice. You got to give your claps. But I'm glad I caught it. Keep making your stuff. I'm loving the new characters. Thanks, man. My next book that will ship, that will print, is called The Bizarre Baltazar Bazaar. And after that should be Meteorite #2. Probably a Gira Man in the future. I'm going to keep making stuff. I'm going to try to print a book a month from now on. From here on out, I'm going to try to print a book a month. There's no particular schedule, but that's what I'm going to do. Mickey, good start to the day. I'm going to work with a happy heart. Thank you, Mickey. You're awesome. Always a pleasure to know you're here, close and in our hearts. Kevin Kleinhans, you so cray. Yeah, man. Cray baby adventures, the land of Yogs. It's gonna be fun. This is such a weird world because the land of Yogs is the most magical place. I don't know why all the magic centers. It's attracted to Yogs. That's where all the magic goes. And I'm trying to think right now. I could change my universe, and in my original universe, Cray City was a city on Cray World. And Cray Babies went through a dimensional portal to get to Yogs. But now I could do like maybe Cray City is a city on the land of Yogs, just to create it, just to maybe make it more simpler, because it's hard to understand. Like you got to go through a portal to get there. So I might make Cray City a place on Yogs so they could travel to Yogs instead of going to an interdimensional kind of thing. So originally it was an interdimensional thing, but I think that they could get there by water. They could take a boat, a paddle boat, or like a rowboat. They can get there because that's what I show happening on like right away on the first page. I think that makes more sense. I kind of think that makes more sense to the reader and for kids reading. Parents reading to their kids. How did they get to Yogs, Mama? I don't know. But now they can say, oh, they took a boat, So Yogs is the place where they need help on Yogs because these plant guys, they're kind of like small, helpless. But Krenobi and Weezer are training them to defend their own town, defend their own city. Because they were called there to fight against the gelatinous forms and the evil gelatinous Q, which is kind of cool. So that's what's happening right now, man. It's true. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Of course, if you're watching this later, it will not be 5 o'clock. That's what it is right now. At this time. At this time, in this particular situation, it is now 5 o'clock. Beep. 5:09. 5:09 to be exact. I'm going to raise this up a little bit. So when I do this, maybe there's gloves sticking out. So I want this to be real jelly-like. That's what he looks like. Usually draw and then ink it. So I know what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead. Go ahead, man. So hopefully you guys dig this show. A lot of stuff was revealed early on. If you're just catching me, make sure you rewind it or watch it later. Hour 15. See, it's pretty good. I've been watching a lot of different streams and shows. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to tell you about. It involves drugs. You guys will like this. I had to get my teeth. Call that? What do you call that when they? Root canal. I had to get that. I had to get root canal. So I went a few weeks ago to get root canal, and they gave me drugs. They gave me Novocaine and all that to numb, and it didn't work. It didn't. I don't know if I said this before, but I got a follow-up. There's a new follow-up. Didn't work. Drugs didn't work, man. I think that's what I was trying to. When I streamed last time, maybe I was a little bit still druggy, but drugs didn't work. I felt everything the guy was doing to me. I was shaky, and they said that my adrenaline is so powerful that it rejects any drugs. Like if I'm so scared, which I am scared, I'm afraid of needles, I'm afraid of anything like that. I don't know why, but I am. It's true. So the drugs were not taking effect. They weren't working. So the guy, dentist, the surgeon, dental surgeon, told me, I need to reschedule you and you have to come back because this is not working and you got to be real still for this operation. I'm like, okay. So he said I got to come back, and he subscribed to me some drugs that I had to take so I could calm down. And I even said, so you want me high? He goes, no, I want you calm. You don't have to be high. You just have to be calm. Because right now it's difficult. It's impossible to work on me. I'm like, okay. So he subscribed me some diazepam. I remember that because I read it over and over. What is this? It's called diazepam. And it's like a form of Vicodin. So he said on the package, it said, take one before you go, like one the night before, and then take two the day of. But I took one the night before. Like, all right. I felt nothing. It did nothing. Didn't make me tired. So I took two. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel something, start to yawn. And then in the morning, I was so nervous still that this guy is going to inject me again. He's going to do these things to my face, and it's going to hurt. So instead of taking two diazepams, I took 6 in the morning. So when I got to the dentist, they said, did you, and then my wife drove me, of course, because I was hurting. They said, so did you follow the instructions? I said, yeah. They said, did you take 2 diazepam? I said, I took 6. They went, you took 6? I'm like, yeah. I said, you're only supposed to take 2. I said, yeah, but it wasn't working. So I took 4 more. And they're like, oh, you should be fine then. And so to this day, I do not remember the surgery. Okay, but I was awake. I just don't remember it. And so when I came home, this is all true. I came home and I decided, hey, I'm going to go work. So I did a whole bunch of work. I did a whole bunch of like all of these ideas, and I sent stuff with deadline stuff, and I sent stuff to pitching things, Hollywood guy, just pitching stuff. And everybody wrote back. I saw in the morning. Everybody wrote back and said, wow, your work's great. We got this. It looks great. Thanks for the logo. Thanks for the characters. And I'm in the morning, I thought, what? What are they talking about? I don't even remember. I don't remember any of this. And I also remember, I don't remember watching Better Call Saul, but my post in the morning, I saw, wow, Better Call Saul was awesome. It was great. It was like the best thing ever. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't remember seeing any of this. So, but it made me sleep really, really well. But then it just went away. And then I was fine. No headache, none of that hangover stuff. And so I recommend it if you really need to do that. But I don't recommend. I see how it can get addicting. So that's the only time I've ever done that. And even my son said, Mom, you got to watch Dad. He's acting a little weird. And I don't remember any of that. They said I wasn't goofy. I was just tired and slurring. But I guess I told Franco about this, and he says the reason why I could do this work is because I just click in and I just do it. Like I'm so tuned into my work that I could draw, I could talk, I could do whatever while I work, and it's probably true. He's probably right if he's still listening, you know. And that's what happened, and it was real. It was real weird that I got all this work done, and I don't remember doing it. But then when I opened the files, they're like, "Oh, it's already done." It's like, wow, those colors are cool. I did a good job. So if I could do it at all time, no, I wouldn't do it. But it was weird to do it and then open up work and realize you've already done it. That was the weird part. I already did this thing. Right now, I'm not. This is just me, so I do remember all of this. But it was pretty cool. I do think it was pretty cool. I liked it. I would not do that again unless I need a root canal again. Because, man, I don't know what it is about me. I don't like needles. I don't like surgery like that. I don't like touching animals. It's just weird to me. I don't hate things. I don't hate animals. I just don't want to touch them. So I admire them from afar. They're pretty. They're cute. I don't want to touch a shark. I don't want to touch an alpaca. I'm good. Thank you. So it's weird. I held a snake once. We were in school on a field trip, and I got to hold a giant boa constrictor that wrapped around the whole class. But I only had my section, so it was okay. I was like 12, I don't know. So it was all right. But I know I will not do that again. I see guys walking around with snakes on their necks. I'm never going to do that. It's like watching Star Trek. I'm never going to do that. Shut up and draw, Balthazar. Star Trek's awesome. I know. I get it, man. Star Trek guys. So that's kind of weird. I told you guys intimate secrets about myself. Now you guys think I'm a drug addict. But man, I don't know what that was. But that was like the best 4 days of my life. I was drugged for about 4 days. I couldn't get it out. Couldn't get it out of the system. Lasted a long time. And I told my dentist today I had to go back because I had a follow-up today. He put a fake tooth on my tooth. And I have a real shiny white tooth right now. Fixing it, man. Fixing my teeth. And then about another week, then I go back and get the real one. Right now my tooth just feels weird. So I still gotta not eat a lot of stuff with this tooth. Yeah, real exciting, Balthazar. And then I should be fine. But I survived San Diego with a broken tooth. That's because my tooth was broken this whole time. I didn't know that my tooth was broken. I had a broken tooth, and I said, why is it so sore, man? Because your tooth is broken. I had a crack going right down the center of my tooth all the way down. It was cracked all the way through. Isn't that weird? So all this stuff freaks me out all the time. Even when I go to the doctor or something, they got to sit me down. I start sweating. I get real pale. And they're like, all right, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. It's real weird. It's like a phobia. It's like a phobia. Oh my God. It's like a phobia. I don't know. It gets weird. Look at him. Krabi Krenobi's face to face with the evil gelatinous monsters. The gelatinous form man. Hey man. We're gonna defeat you, Krenobi. So I don't know if you know. Did I broadcast since I went to Washington, D.C.? I went there. I went to Washington, D.C. Reminds me of Samuel Jackson. Mind if I go to Washington, D.C.? So I went to Washington, D.C. with to the book fair. There was a library show. ALA, it's called American Library Association. But I was there with my good friends at Paper Cuts. And we were promoting Yogs, this book I'm working on right now. We're showing it to we're showing it to all the librarians. So Paper Cuts printed like 300 copies or 250 copies of this book to show to librarians and give them away, if you will. We gave them away, passed them out. I had signings every day. I had 3 signings in one day, and the second day I had 2 signings, and they were an hour each. So I gave away books for at least 5 hours, and it was real cool. And like, I was so happy to do that. And the response from the librarians was real cool. They loved the way the characters look. They really pop on the page, they said, because the interiors was a 6-page preview of the book, but it's not a preview of the comic. It's just like a teaser. It's like I made a 6-page preview just for the 6-page preview. So after telling Paper Cuts that, they were very impressed. They're like, so this is not in the book? I'm like, no, these stories are not from the book. It's all brand new things that I showed just for this comic. And so they were impressed with that. So I'm going to reprint that. I thought I'd maybe have some to show you guys, but I have no copies. So I'm going to have to reprint it somehow. I was going to put it in the Bazaar Balthazar Bazaar, but I ran out of pages. And I wanted some other things in the Bazaar Balthazar Bazaar because I want each page to look, I want the book to be so unique. So I think I'm going to print Yogs as a mini comic that I'm going to give away. Because I found a printer in San Diego. I talked to a guy who can make me some. He can make me something. He could print a small print run for me. And they're going to be like an ash can size, like not a trash can, like real big, but like an ash can. I don't know why they're called ash cans, but it's only like half the size of a comic. So I think that would be pretty cool preview for Yogs. And I'm going to see if I could print like 1,000 or 2 of these so I could give them away. But I got to see how much they cost and all that, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Because if I make 100 of them, I'll give them away in like 15 minutes. I don't want to do that. So if that's the case, maybe I'll make... I was thinking about making a flyer maybe that you can fold into a comic. You know, something like that. I don't know. Or just make them and sell them for $1. I could do that too. That might be fun. There's endless potential, man. That's what I'm telling you here today on Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I'm saying things a lot right now. Saying all kinds of things. I'm going to press save and see what you guys are saying. Say, you're so great. Troy says, you are a powerful man. I don't know, man. My adrenaline is the most powerful thing I have right now. And if I was the Hulk, I would have changed several times. You can operate on me when I'm the Hulk, but then you can't cut in, you know? Sweet. Kevin says, did we get any special medicated videos after the surgery that are coming out in a bonus in the future? I don't know. That last one I did, I don't know if I was medicated. I can't remember when I did it. I don't think I was. I might have been. Because I don't remember making that video, but I watched it and I was okay on it. But that's what the medication does. It just made me sleep and made me forget stuff. So it's kind of weird. Christian Soto, my cousin-in-law, my niece-in-law, nephew, I have a tarantula. Want to hold it? No. I'm never going to hold a tarantula. Hey, but man, Christian, write to me. I have a book for you that I want to mail it to you. Because I had it from the shop. I had your name on it. And I said, hey, man, I know that guy. So email me your address or send me your address and I'll send you a book. I have something for you. It's true. It is very true. I've been meaning to write to you, but I've been away. I've been drugged up or I've been in California. Dr. Bennett, as a doctor, I don't even like needles. I never use them either because I'm not a medical doctor. He's a doctor, Dr. Ben. It's like Dr. Strange. Dr. Ben has powers. It's all true, man. It's all true. Okay, back to doing this. Yeah, man, I don't know what it is about me like that. I get real weird. Things happen to me. Then anytime I gotta get needles or anything, I gotta sit down. I gotta lay down on a couch. They gotta bring people to sing to me. I need one of those support animals. I could touch a dog. I don't mind touching dogs or cats or something like that. Like pet animals are cool. I don't want a tarantula. I'll touch a turtle maybe. But no wild animals, no farm animals. I'm good. I'm good. It's like, no, I'm good. Dogs are cool. I can touch a dog or a cat. But I don't go out of my way to touch them. You know what I mean? The dog's cool and dogs are nice. I'll touch them. But if they want to eat me or bite me, I'm like, nah, stay over there. Like I grab my dog's head. We have a dog. I'll grab his head and shake him. And he likes that. He's okay. He knows that's what I do. He lets me do that, and then he lets me go and runs away. But he's not running in fear. He just knows. He's like, nah, he's cool. But then he'll bug me if he wants something. I give him treats and stuff. And I let him take it from my hand. So I'm not an not all anti-animal. I just don't want to touch them. I don't even like to touch kids. Touch kids' faces, I didn't like it. It's like, nah. Because people ask me sometimes, can you sign my chest? Like, nope, I can't. Can you sign my arm? Like, nah. I don't, knowing that my marker touched your skin is weird to me. Nah, I don't want to. I tried it once and I didn't like it. Did not enjoy it. It made me feel strange. I will not be doing that. It's true. It's true. Except for Christian Soto, if he said, "Hey man, give me a hug," I would be like, "Yeah, dude." Christian Soto making the family larger. We have more kids because of him, more babies. The babies are here. Babies are always here. We always have room for babies. Hey man. Playing the house music, as Furry said. It's house. It's furry. You get house, man. Yeah, that's my son, Gordon Balthazar. Today's his last day of McDonald's until mid-August, where I take him back to school. So it's cool. It's a lot to do, man. A lot to do. I got to draw some of this. I have a whole bunch of pages. I'll probably be drawing this all night because it's still Wednesday. I'm leaving to hang out with the alpacas on Friday. And so tomorrow I'm going to be drawing other things all day. Stuff that I cannot broadcast. How do you like that? What are you doing, Balthazar? If everything goes well, you'll see soon. Or whenever. I don't know how long it takes to make things. Hopefully you will see things. That's the plan. For audience. For the people. The people you see to see things. I'm getting hungry right now. Might have to order food. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what to order though. I don't want to go out and get anything, but I will order things. Chickies? Chickies is a cool burger place by me. Has gyros, have anything, all that stuff. Hot dog. I don't want to cook. I don't want to cook it. But I will order things. Have it delivered. That is what's going to happen today. Pizza. Every time I get pizza, sometimes people in my house go, "Oh, pizza again." So it won't be pizza. I'll see what happens. We're limited who delivers. I don't want to do DoorDash. So it's weird to me. Strange. It's weird that like someone goes to the place and brings you food that I don't know, like they had it in their car and they drove, and I don't think they're in a hurry to bring it to me. But the guy delivering, he's got to get back because his boss said, "Why did it take so long?" So I have that feeling if I order DoorDash, they don't care about if it gets to me cold. I don't know. I never had it. Never tried DoorDash. Door Dash. Never tried it. Today will not be that day. I did take an Uber today though. It's weird how you get an Uber guy who like one guy's real cool. No two Uber guys are the same. They're always cool. But one guy was cool and the other guy's car was falling apart. Got us there, but everything he had on his dashboard kept falling. His phone kept falling. He had one of those phone clips for the iPhone. It kept falling. It was okay as long as you get me where I gotta go. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. First guy was cool. His car was nice. Leather interior. It was beautiful. Second guy, like, not as much. I had to drive with the windows open. It stunk. Now he was okay. I would never speak ill will about these guys because they try their best. They do their best for us. They were there in my hour of need. But it only took about 10 minutes. But still, he was there. He's like, hey, man, I'll take you. Like, all right, man. That's what he said, too. Hey, man, I'll take you, man. So good, because I need you. I need you right now, man. Come take me, drive here. They were going to say, DoorDash is good, Baltazar. I don't know. Never did it. Never did the DoorDash. Uber's new to me still, kind of. You're still watching that guy? He's been talking for 2 hours. He said nothing in the last hour. It's been 2 hours already? Hour 37. Critic's here, but he's very mild today. Shut up! See, he's here. You hear the critic? Shut up and draw. Where's my stuff? You better bring work to that alpaca farm. I'm gonna. That's the plan. I got things set on the side. Because I got a new set of cards, painting cards, that I need to put online. Because I got series 5 right now, ready to go. But I got to finish signing about 300 of them. So that's what I'm going to bring to the alpaca sandwich farm. Pack your lunch, Baltazar. So I'm going to be doing things. I'm going to be doing commissions that I could draw on paper. Probably not live streaming because I'm not sure how the internet will be. I tried doing live streams last year when we camped, and you can hear the sound quality was all right, but you couldn't see the picture-in-picture. It had a problem, you know. We'll see. You never know what can happen because every moment is a gift. Something we've anticipated all our lives. Every moment is unique. It's designed. Every moment is uniquely designed for that moment. Shut up, Baltazar. Can't believe people are still watching. But they are. They're here. People are here. I appreciate all of you. We're only here to see what you say next. I love this guy. He's always drunk. I love it. He's on drugs right now or something. No. This is me. This is just me being me. Look, I gotta add his sword. See, you like it? His fist kind of looks like a butt a little bit. It's not a butt. It looks like a butt. It's not a butt. But no, it's not. Looks like a butt though. Why are you drawing butts, Baltazar? Not. You said this book was for kids. It's kid. It's cool. Kids have butts. Everybody has a butt, except for the ones who don't. We'll edit that out. That's not going in the show. It's on my TV, Baltazar. I'm watching with my family. I look at it. What he says. Heel. Oh, I see. I don't know how far I'm going to get because I'm trying to get. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add his beard. Dang it. Dag nabbit. He's got a beard. Needs to be a beard. Dag nabbit. We all know what that really means. Cody's working on new stuff right now. Can't wait to hear it. There it is. Now he has a beard. I forgot. It's easy to add, no problem. Because I realized it wasn't on here. When I draw him small, it's different. And he only has one earring in this side here. There's an earring right there. And I don't know the whole left or right thing. But here at Famous Cartoonist Draws Things, we don't care. Don't care. If it makes you buy it or makes you hate it, that's what we like. As long as there's an opinion. As long as there's an opinion. That's stronger, right? The opinion is what matters, I guess, more than the real thing. Shut up, draw. Didn't know this was going to get political, Baltazar. No, it never does. I make fun of everything. So if you ever hear me making fun of stuff, that's just me making fun of stuff. I like it. I like making fun of everything. Everything that makes people uncomfortable is what I like to make fun of. Because if I make fun of it, it's never hateful. It's just making fun of it. It's a little bit like Bill Burr does that. And I knew I could have been a stand-up comedy. I knew it. But I mean, I thought about that for a second. I was going to go to open mic night. I did go to open mic night. There was a place in Southside Chicago, but I ended up just having drinks and listening to all the guys. I'm like, oh man, that guy sucked. Oh, that guy was pretty good. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to like enjoy this. That was a long time ago. I was like 22 years old. I thought I bet I can do that. I even forgot what the place was called, but it's on Archer Avenue, South Side. I don't even know if it's there anymore. The place is probably still a bar, but I don't know if it's the same one. But I thought I went there. And then I do karaoke now and then, which is fun. I like that. But I'm more like the guy who tell funny stories. Jokes are different. Like my comedy would be stories, I think. If I did a stand-up bit, it'd be stories. Like going to the dentist, hi. You know? I do that anyway. I do that here. In the comfort of my own home. I don't have to go anywhere. Just got to put on a nice jacket and tie for you guys. Even though there's not a tie today. But I did wear a jacket for you. You see, you guys are saying things. You guys are saying things, and I will read those. I'm going to try to finish this page. I'm starting to get hungry. The best way to order food when there's a family, never ask them what you want, because you're going to get a whole bunch of different opinions. There's 4 people, and you say, where do you want to eat? They're all going to give you something different. So I'm going to say, I'm ordering from Chiggy's. What do you want? That's how you do it. And I'm going to use San Diego money. I'm going to give the guy San Diego money when he shows up. Like, here, bro. I don't really say bro too much. But last time I went to Hooters. I like to go to Hooters. I go there and sit, or Wild Wings, or anywhere they have wings. I just like it. Wherever I go. So I was at this last time I went to Hooters. I forget where it was. I think it was Hooters. I said to the guy, when I ordered, wait, I'm thinking. I'm going to erase all this stuff I just did. Didn't like it. Like that. See? Talking threw me off. There it is. But when I went to this place and I ordered my food and he put it in front of me, I said, thanks. And he went, I got you, bro. That's what he said. Got you, bro. That made me feel real good. It made me feel so cool. Like, man, this kid's about 25, 22. He thinks I'm cool. He called me bro. That was kind of awesome. I got you, bro. Handed my food. And it wasn't where, like, the plate's wobbly and it doesn't do that. He just said that. Got you, bro. I was like, man, that was cool. That was such a good feeling. So I recommend that any servers out there, you say, I got you, bro, to your guy. He's going to give you a good tip. He is. I did. It worked. I said, I got you, bro. Thanks, man. You made me like say, man, that was cool. That guy was cool. Not cool with L, cool, without the L. You don't even need the L. Just say cool. That was cool, man. Cool. Cool, my brother. That's all you had to say. No, you gotta do like that. Throw some Samuel Jackson in there. Because who's cooler than that guy, you know? Correct the mundo. Fonz. Nobody knows Fonzie is, though. Only us old guys. But if Christian Soto's here, he's watching. He's a young man. New dad. I say correct mundo, he's gonna think Pulp Fiction. Correct the mundo. Christian Soto, everybody. Related to the famous cartoonist. It's true. There is a relation. See this ear? Oh, this ear looks weird. I gotta redo this. No, sir, I don't like it. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's a reference from the 90s, Baltazar. That's true. See, I wanted to, didn't do that on the bottom. There we go. Let's see. Good. Like that. There you go. It's him. I gotta talk, otherwise good people say, hey man, we're gonna silence this 3 minutes of your song. There's no way. I'm thinking like, do what you must. I know who I am. They know who I am. But apparently you guys do not. That's what I tell Facebook. I don't know who's silencing me. I always forget. It's always somebody. I'm gonna get you, man. Got you, man. Get you, man. I still have to watch the last episode of Stranger Things. I know I watched it, but I had no idea what it was because it was during the dark times. And then I watched Better Call Saul, and I have no idea what it was because, once again, during the dark times. So I will watch those tonight probably while I do this other stuff I got to do. Or maybe. Sometimes I've drawn stuff, and it's hard to watch things because I got to draw stuff. Know what I mean? Know what you mean, man? Shut up and draw my stuff. I'm waiting a year. It's okay. My editor's waiting for this. She needs it. This is only page 5, and I told her I had several pages drawn. She did not see them yet. So I want to try to get her a few more of the pages finished. They're all drawn. I got like sketched out to like page 16 or something like that. I'd like to get her some more, you know? Stop lying to your editor, Baltazar. No. It's tough. Sometimes lying. No, I never lie. But what happened, I went to San Diego and then came back. Got to stay up all night. Broken tooth. All kinds of stuff happens. Meanwhile, I got to get to work done. Unfortunately, while I was high, I didn't do any of this yog stuff. That would have been cool. I was hoping I did. I opened it up, so maybe I'd do this too. I'm like, nope. Didn't work on yogs. That would have been very interesting. We did have a server though. Hello, Mr. Baltazar, Mr. Franco. What would you like to eat today? Talk just like that. We like them though. Hello, good sir. Hello, Mr. Baltazar. Would you be staying for dinner? Oh, yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Franco. Would you like a refill? Would you like a refill? It's true. I really have it. Hello, Mr. Baltazar. I like that guy. I wish I remembered his name. I knew it at the time. Possibly high. Cypress Hill? I don't know. That was pretty cool. Hello, Mr. Baltazar. Yeah. She's got sandals. And I also, in talks, or I met somebody or something happened. Possibly make some 3D, like 3D printed characters. I got someone's business card, and I'm going to try that out, I think. I'm going to see what we can do. I also talked to a few people about doing stuff like that. But I don't know what's more important, making the figures or getting the books done, you know? Like, getting the books done feels like more of a priority. You know what I mean? So if they just know me as the figure guy, but Charlie McFarlane became a millionaire that way. So it might be something. I want people to say, hello, Mr. Balthazar. Hello. How are you today? Why do you want that, Balthazar? I don't know what you're saying. It's not what the guy said. Actually, it was. Hello, Mr. Balthazar. Sit right here, please. I'll be a waiter for today. They don't say waiter, now they say server. I'll be your server. It's a non-gender term. I'll be a server today. Hello, Mr. Balthazar. That's okay, though. I'm okay with that. The results are the same. That's what I like. Doesn't matter. Just be good at it, you know? My cousin called me today for tips on a portfolio review. I said, just show them your best stuff. Don't show, if you're reviewing a portfolio, never tell the guy, oh, I tried real hard. I know it's not that good. Don't ever say anything like that. If you don't think it's good, don't put it in your book. Just give them what you're very confident in showing. Things like that. I don't think it's good. Don't show it. Know what I mean? This is not very good, Mr. Balthazar. Do not think this is good. This is not your best work. Please leave your tip here. That's what he said. No, he didn't say that. But if anybody, if that guy that we met could review portfolios, I would just go there every day for a portfolio review because I like the way he talked. Hello, Mr. Balthazar. Hello, Mr. Franco. That's a little weird, man. Why talking about that guy so much? He might be listening. I don't know what his name was. Never know his name. Been nice. Okay. I'm starting to get hungry, guys. I'm starting. My girl's probably up there saying, damn, when's Dad gonna be done? She's the only one home right now. No one's home but me and her. I might just order big food. Ribs? Maybe I'll order ribs. No, I got a fake tooth. Ribs hard to eat. I can't. Man. Can't. I got a temporarily fake tooth right now. So I'm gonna fix that. What if the dentist are like, hello, Mr. Balthazar, would you please open your mouth, please? We're going to extract this next thing. Of course, he could have, but I didn't remember. You get uncomfortable, man. Sorry. See, I could have been on Saturday Night Live. That would have been my new character. All right. Let's do this. Fixing his hair. Kevin Kleinhans is laughing now. I know he is. This guy's great. Good evening, Mr. Bond. I see what he wrote. I'm going to read all of those. I'm going to read all of your comments and moments. We are moments away from famous cartoonist Reed's comments. I will never lie to you. That is very true. It's very true. Very true. So this page is going to be done. We're going to take you back to the Says Things portions of the show. And I got to eat. I really didn't eat yet. Even though I woke up in the morning. I was up early. So I'm not in the night shift yet. Not yet. I got up at about 8:45 it was. Yeah. there, you know. It's not bad though. I should eat things. Famous cartoonist eats things. Then maybe I could broadcast that. Should I do that live on the air? Please don't. Please don't. Nobody cares. Who cares about you eating things? They might. Christian Soto might. I said, man, only if it's Harold's. I should go to Harold's and do a broadcast. I'm sure you have to leave. You've been here for 4 hours. Sorry, I'll take another bucket. Thank you. I don't take buckets no more, Baltazar. You should know that. It's true. It's true. Sorry. Let's see what we got. Let me see if I can do it. Turn them upside down. So this right here is cool. So let's see. He's in the cave of gelatinous forms. It's bad. Bad, bad. I tell you, bad. This book is kind of cool because, like the Crybaby Adventures, it's inspired from a lot of things. There's a lot of Star Wars. There's a lot of like Lord of the Rings type things. D&D, I guess, with the forms, the cues. And it's just fun. It's all the stuff I was thinking about when I was like 21 years old, 19. This all came out between 19 years old and 25. I just kept making books. I would get canceled many times from Diamond. Then I kept thinking, I don't need them then. I'll just do it myself. And then it went back into Diamond. Different things took form, took shape. It's kind of cool. It's very historical for me. And I talked to, almost revealed. I almost said a secret. I'm going to say I talked to people over the weekend. And they were just excited. Well, I almost did say a secret. I can't do it. Maybe I'll be able to talk about things that I know in a few days. They told me at the end of the month, maybe early August. We'll see, you know. We'll see. Let me see. Does this guy need... The last panel, I think he had lightning bolts. Let's see if I got him on. Let's see if I put him on here. It's page 5, page 4. It's page 4 of lightning bolts. They do. Here's page 4. I got the skills to defeat these evildoers. That's what he says. They are no match for my sword or my cray wits. Oh, I have a feeling I'm just making them matter. See, matter? I made that into a word. I don't even know if matter's a word. I think it's more mad. We're going to put lightning bolts because that's what they have. Because they are being mind controlled. So that's how he's able to heal himself. This last line got out of control. So it was mind controlled. You got to add these things. So that's part of them. Sometimes adding the lightning bolts, when I'm not ready for them, they have to get smaller. These are just fine. These work just fine. Sometimes you gotta leave room for them, just like you have to leave room for the lettering. But in my case, I always do the lettering first, and then draw around the lettering. It's kind of cool, right? It's not how you're supposed to do it, Balthazar. That's the way I do it, though. So I'm going to give him some lightning bolts. Yeah, man. I'm so proud of my guy. He made it to work. Did his thing. He did his thing. Gotta do your thing, man. Nobody should ever tell you you can't do your own thing. Nobody can stop you from doing it. And you achieve greatness doing your own thing. I'm going to make this. No, maybe it'll go. Sometimes the borders are too much. That's good. 2's good. I'm going to put some more on here. Achieving greatness. You guys still watching? This is awesome. I have peeps, man. Just want to do a shout out to all my peeps and all my G's. If you're a G, you know who you are. If you're a peep, you know who you are. If you're both, that's key. That's a key to life. My peeps and my G's. Someone just walked in a room and said, "You're still watching that guy?" Because I have to be on someone's big screen in their living room. I get told that all the time. Maybe D. Brad. D. Brad and his cat are watching me. Kevin Kleinhans is watching me in his living room. Sitting on the couch, eating chips. Popcorn, maybe. Anthony Latch is watching me as he's getting ready for work. I don't know if he's on the day shift, night shift. He might be driving home saying, "Man, I hope that guy's still on when I get home." Listen to me in your car. There's people like that listening to live streams in their car thinking, "I'm not going to miss a beat." Or you're going to just watching me not live. Well, I am alive. Alive. That's it. Look at it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's look at this without the pencils. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's the whole page. Nice and clean. Clean and fresh. Doing it. I'm going to save this, and it's going into my files so I could make, I could color it. How about that? No one even expected that to happen. I should add some, like, yeah, I'm going to add something here because it looks like the gradual gradation of the transformation. I need something like this. Still needs to be, I don't know. That. I made it on the wrong layer. Was that it? Yeah, that's it. And this, maybe this which should be, oh, where'd it go, man? There you go. Yeah, this should be more like a little bit like this. Yeah, there you go. Just doing it, man. And I get rid of that. So you gotta be complete because he's complete in the next panel. Has to look like a bite. See? There you go. See? Oh, that looks good. Yeah. I've been watching White Sox games the last 2 nights. It's been pretty good. They're 1 game over 500, which makes me happy. He's right in it, man. They're right in the mix. I'm going to watch them tonight because I could watch the White Sox and work. So I could listen to them mostly. So there you go. Look at that. That looks good. I'm going to do that. Save. And push it out there. Export it. Let's see. Ooh. It's showing my secret stuff. Now it's showing a Bizarre Baltazar Bizarre is where I last left off. Let's see if I can find it. Comics. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I have way too many books. But I'm gonna complete these. There's just a lot of stuff. My book 2 will probably called. I got them called Legacy, and then the Crazy Joy and the Mystic Orb. I also have number 5 books of the Trials of Detective, but I don't know if that's gonna be. I've been changing the names. The next book will be the Craig Gouache War. That's the next one. Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right. Now, we will go back to me drawing things. I'm saying things. We're gonna go back to me saying things. But I need the intro. You guys ready? Let's do it right now. Ba-da-da, ba-na-na, now. I gotta change the banner. That's what I missed. Look at me. Boom, there he is. I gotta make a Crybaby banner, a Yogs banner. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see a Yogs banner. Let me see what you guys are saying. Kevin Klein Hahn says, is there any plans this year for a comic reveal party in Skokie again? So far, we're gonna have a party every day of the weekend, October 1st weekend. That's our next scheduled event. We're going to have a Dead Man party. I will have a lot of my books there. So we're going to try to do a 3-day weekend event. I don't know exactly what other books. But when I get a big book, I'm going to do that because lately I've been printing books that are only about 150 to 200 pages. When we had the Abraham Lincoln party, I printed 2,000 of those, and I printed 2,000 of Webster. So maybe we'll have a Webster to Spider Monkey party. That might be fun. Look at live monkeys and stuff to sit on your shoulder. We'll see what happens. Christian, Bill Burr is hilarious. Yeah, man, he's awesome. He's one of my favorites. Sweet. D. Brad, thanks for doing this. I was curious to see Yogs pages. Yeah, man, they're coming, man. I got a whole bunch. I got up to page like 34 drawn in the sketchbook. I have to transfer them. I'm going to be working on those tonight, trying to get as much done as possible. So when my editor in the morning opens her email, she's going to see a lot of cool stuff. She's going to say, oh, my God, you're crazy, and all that stuff. Oh, yeah, Fonzie? Fonzie's he's cool, man. Hey, Fonzie. This is, oh, yeah, hey, Fonzie. Oh, yeah, Fonzie. Correcto mundo. Good evening, Mr. Bond. Hello, Mr. Bond. Hello, Mr. Balthazar. Hello, Mr. Franco. Hello, Mr. Bond. You are here. Would you like the chicken today? We have fresh chicken. A chicken pot pie is special. Harold's Chicken. Let's go to Harold's, man. I might have to go there, but it takes real long. If you want to eat like at 6 o'clock, you got to leave your house at 2:30, so you can get there and wait. So you got to wait all day. I'm watching on my phone while I do some watercolors. Ooh, that's cool. Keep the creativeness flowing, man. Keep it going, man. So Yogs page looking good. Wolfie, Mr. Wolfie. Do you know where we can find Franco's new books? Did you buy any comics or action figures at STC? Yes, I bought 2 action figures. I didn't unpack my bags yet. That's how busy and crazy it's been here at the Balthazar Castle. I didn't unpack my bags. Franco's books are... Action Lab has... I don't know if you could buy Action Lab. I think you could order them from your comic shops. The Peach and the Island of Monsters, that's brand new. That's only about a month old. And we should have them on a website soon. Or write to Franco. I'm sure he'll send you one. Find him, send him an email, say, hey, man, I think they're $10. Send him $10 and some shipping. I'm sure he'll send you one. I don't know what all his deets are, but his emails are on his blindwolfstudios.com. Or if I had some, I would sell them, but I don't have any. But they're out there, man. And I know his the vampire book, The Lonely Vampire, was only available at the show, but he's going to be getting some of those. I heard the conversation. He's working on getting some of those to sell. So C2E2 might be the place too. said, how many pages will each book be? Of Yogs, each book is 80 pages, 80-page volumes. There's going to be 4, guaranteed 4 right now. Hoping things don't change, but there's 4 books right now, 80 pages each, possibly more, because when I talked to people, I said, am I getting 4 books like Gilbert? And they said, oh yeah, probably more, maybe more. Like, so we'll see how it goes. Sergio is here. Oh yeah, Sergio. So how have you been? I've been busy, man. A lot of stuff's happening, a lot of secret stuff, a lot of things just happening, man. Making comics, doing things. Cool, thanks. Was there a volume 2 continuation for the Big Amoeba? I know you mentioned something before, but I can't remember. There was never anything. I have stories written. I could do it now. I have my full rights back for Big Amoeba. I can make Big Amoeba number 2. Originally, it was called Scraping Plastic because it's about those moments where you're so poor that scraping plastic means when you're trying to put on your deodorant and the thing is so small that you're just scraping the plastic under your armpit. That's what it means, scraping plastic. So I have a story written for that, and the other story I have is called Imitating Art. They were sequels to the Big Amoeba, but they weren't like Big Amoeba 2, Big Amoeba 3. They were another story with me in there. So I really like the story of Imitating Art because it's a story about me waiting in the waiting room in a hospital, like it seems like I've been doing lately, but waiting in a waiting room in a hospital and just having all your thoughts run away with you because you're waiting for 13 hours and then realizing that none of these things matter. The most important thing is hoping she's okay, you know? And so that was a real emotional book to write. I wrote both of these books already. They were in other sketchbooks from the past. Like, I got to look for them. But the Imitating Art book is really cool because it yells at me wanting to beat up my doctor or my wife's doctor. So that was a real fun book. Hopefully I'll get to it. I have freedom to do a lot of things right now. And so hopefully, it's not off the table, as they say. So things will come back, man. And it says, Big Amoeba is excellent. It's my favorite famous cartoonist book. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother and or sister. But that's cool. But right now, we could all know what's coming. You know what's coming. I'm sorry. But I have to go feed people. I have to feed myself. I'm starving. So we're going to go see what happens. I'm going to order some food, maybe. See what my girl wants to eat. I'm going to leave it up to her. If she says whatever, I'm going to say, that's cool. If she said, Dad, can you make spaghetti? I'm going to say, yeah, that's cool. We're going to do that. I want to thank you all for sitting here and joining me here with me here today. Swig for everybody joining. This is Swig. I had a great weekend last weekend. I'm going to see alpacas this weekend. Then see Tweetu the weekend after that. But man, I can't wait to tell you all the reveals. Once this stuff gets revealed, you're going to know what I'm talking about. We'll see what happens. But this year, I'm busy now for next year or two. Probably longer than that, if all goes well. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being who you are. Remember, no fighting, no crying. Be nice to each other. Wake up and do the things that make you happy. You guys are awesome. I'll see you. Okay, bye-bye.
Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah!